Okay, so we've cut our interview, we've gone through and labeled the clips we like, and we've pulled them out and kind of put them all in a group at the end here. So what I want to do now is just show you like how I might go through the clips with a fine-tooth comb to really clean up the individual quotes. I want to pull out the best. This is kind of where the magic in the editing happens because you kind of clean up the quotes to a point where you make the person look really good. Or at least you try to. Because your goal here is to tell a coherent story that has a really nice beginning, middle, and end. Hopefully you have an opening that's really going to hook someone, right? So we can just start going through these clips looking for an opening, for example, to start,
So
right?
my parents always had music going when I was a kid. My mom took violin when she was young.
Okay, so that might be a good opening for like a straightforward beginning to end story, but the great thing about video is we can kind of rearrange the order. The story doesn't need to be, like then this happened, presented in a chronological way. It can be kind of mixed up and mashed up and told in a more interesting way. So let's see what else we have.
I took piano when I was 5.
Okay, so again, this is a pretty straightforward clip.
It's kind of gone through different evolutions, I guess. At first, you're nervous.
Okay, I really like that line. At first, you're nervous. So let's just see. I'm going to use the J key just to rewind myself here. Okay, we don't need, right? And then she says, at first, you're nervous.
At first.
And I love that. So I want that. Perfect. So again, I use my left and right arrow keys to go frame by frame to the exact place I want to edit. So I'm actually just going to get rid of all of that because I'm not going to use it. So the easiest way to do that is again use my cue just to make a cut there.
At first you're nervous. It's like anything else.
Again. We can take out some. We don't want to take out every and but we can take out some to kind of clean up someone's speech if we want to. So let's just see what that might look like here. So right around there, take our C key and make a cut, and then and we'll do the same thing. Maybe we'll just cue that. Now let's go to the beginning and see what we got.
At first you're nervous. It's like anything else. Then you...
Okay, so we have a little click there. If you just listen very carefully, you can kind of hear a click. So what we want to do there is kind of join this so that we don't have that click. To do that, I'm actually going to go up into Preferences here, General, and I just want to show you under Audio Transition Default. I've gone in on my project here and I've set that to 2 frames. The default standard will be a second, which for us is 24 frames, but I don't want that. I want 2 little frames. Now, what's going to happen when I select these tracks here and I hit Shift Command D is I'm going to get this little fade. So it's a 2 frame, 1 frame, 2 frame, 2 frame fade that takes that little click out.
Like anything else. Then you start kind of
right? Let's do it again. And that, we don't need that click either. So again, cue, select your audio track, Shift Command D, see how it sounds.
you forget about the fact that you're performing and you're kind of listening to yourself with the audience and you're kind of out here somewhere. And then
Really like that, kind of out here somewhere.
here somewhere.
Maybe we'll be able to use that. Now let's make another cut right there. I'm going to take that out as well.
And then
And again, Q to back that up. Select it one more time. Shift Command D.
and now that I'm more comfortable.
Yeah, we may as well take that out too.
I'm more.
Shift Command D. Whoops. Select it. Shift Command D. There's our.
More comfortable. I feel like I'm back into myself. It's kind of hard to explain. I don't know. You go somewhere else. It's like it's the one creative outlet.
I like that part. I don't think we need this part right here. So same thing. I'm going to cut all of that out.
It's kind of hard to explain. I don't know. You go somewhere else. It's like.
And the Q. Arrow tool. Shift Command D.
It's the one creative outlet where I feel like it's a different kind of sharing with people that are there.
Okay. Not sure about that ending.
One creative outlet where I feel like it's a different kind of.
And you can hear me ruffling the papers around.
It's a different kind of sharing
So I might just have to get rid of that. How does she end here?
Well, I feel like I'm back into myself. It's the.
Back into myself.
Back into myself.
Okay, I think I'm going to just end it there. So I'm going to give myself a little handle. And this time, instead of doing Q, of course Q would get rid of this. I want to get rid of this piece here. So this time I do W. And then I'll get rid of the last edit. And now I just took a clip and basically cut it to pieces and removed a bunch of ums and ahs. But I think what I have here is a really nice quote that I'll use to open up my story with.
First you're nervous. It's like anything else. Then you start you forget about the fact that you're performing and you're kind of listening to yourself with the audience and you're kind of out here somewhere. And now that I'm more comfortable, I feel like I'm back into myself.
Okay, so not bad, but you can see what we did with that clip. So just one example of how you can take a clip and not just condense it, but sort of clean it up and hopefully get a really good quote or a really good sounding quote.